Right, today's lunchtime swing, which you're actually watching in the evening because it's Bank Holiday Monday, and I've been on holiday, so I just want to, I'm like slowly getting back into this. There's going to be loads more lunchtime fixes coming, so make sure you follow me on Instagram. All links down there in the description down below. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, hit the thumbs up button if you like the daily fixes, lunchtime fixes I mean. Remember, if you're subscribed, hit the bell icon, then you'll get the notifications to see if you're going to be included in a lunchtime fix. Right, today's swing. He is fit. He looks like he plays rugby to a really high standard. You can see in his body, he looks very strong and fit. Gets very low with his hands on the backswing. He asked if I could have a look, see if there's anything we could do to get his hands higher. Let's talk about what that might do or not for your golf. Right, I'm going to do two swings. First swing, let's see if I can go low. The hands are there, aren't they? Second swing, I'm going to shove my hands high. Let's look at some data. So club path on the low swing, so hands low, 0 left, 0.3 left. High swing, 0.6 right. So before we start thinking about why the hands should go up or not compared to your low swing, I swung one low, one high. So you can see I went one where I felt like I picked it up, one where I felt like I swung around and lower on my body. Yet the club path didn't move by 1 degree. They were both pretty zero. Same fluctuation I would get in path if I swung just literally on the way I want to swing every time. So one of the biggest misconceptions with the term swing plane and these kind of angles that people create is they don't have to have any reflection on club path, where at the same time they can, subject to how the player interprets what path, plane their relationships are, which is still so misunderstood. So me swinging, I could swing the club completely straight up and straight down and swing on zero path. I can put it flat on the ground here, swing it around on the floor and still catch it at 0 path point. My lie angle might differ, but the path can stay the same. They're not the same. So you don't need to get higher to fix any kind of path issues. Face the path was 1.1 degree and 1.8 degrees, so again very similar, both close to the path. Biggest difference, angle of attack. I got 3 up on the high swing and only 1 up on the lower swing. And then in turn my lie changed by almost 2 degrees as well. I feel personally, and not everyone's the same, by swinging with such low hands, it restricts what I can do with angle of attack a little bit. Getting those hands a little bit higher feels like I've got a few more options to move angle of attack from more up to more down. When I swing with the club here or flat on the floor, if you take it to the extreme on the low, this is going to be impossible for me to hit up or down at this. If I keep grip and head on this plane, which then in turn give me an out to in and into out or a straight path depending on where I hit it on that curve. But what I can't manipulate by being this low, obviously that's the extreme flat or around, is it gives me less options with angle of attack. Now if you think about your driver, where my driver can be 3 up and then go to a mid iron where I can be 4 to 6 down, I need a lot of range of angle of attack to deal with all the situations out on the golf course. Different lies in rough, sloping lies where angle of attacks can need to be used, moved and forward about. So I want you to get your hands a little higher and see if it helps you hit some better shots, and the way I want you to do that, you're good enough to do this, it's so basic, I want you just to swing your hands higher. As simple as that. So really think about trying to get your hands over your right shoulder. There's 2 ways you can do this, or loads of ways you can think about doing this. Ways I do it with students. I want you literally to go halfway back on your backswing, feel your hands on your right shoulder, see how they're touching my right shoulder if I pull it in. Now from here, just push it up away from your right shoulder and turn a little bit more. Feel the height of those hands. Try and recreate the feeling of literally once you get the club going up, push it up, send it up, physically send it up there. Another good way of getting people to get their hands up in the air a little bit more, one hand. So obviously this club feels too long, a bit heavy in one hand. If I do your low hand position here, because I'm not really giving myself much support with this club, it does feel very floppy, like it can just fall down behind me. Where if I feel I get my hands over my right shoulder more, so higher, I feel like my shoulder, then into my body, hips, right leg, both legs, is supporting that club up in the air. A couple of practice swings where you feel like you're getting that club with one hand, just your right hand, over your right shoulder, put the second hand on, feel the same movement, and try and hit a ball. Great way to practice this is to bleed practice swings into swings like this. Sometimes drills, practice swings can be so abstract that's very then hard to reflect it onto a real swing. Bleeding it, as I did there, is great practice. Obviously doing this idea off course as well is equally as good, but you've got to at some point bleed it into a golf swing. Make that swing on the golf course. So again, if you had a ball ready down here, push it up over your right shoulder, get that support from your body, that hand feeling higher, not like it's just falling down. Add the second hand on, you can even bleed that into a swing with a long club like a driver. Get it high, bring it back down, both hands on, quick as you can, high, and then hit. Try not to do, certainly when you're at a range, too much practice swing then shot. The more you can bleed when you're actually physically hitting balls. So don't, for instance, do your practice swing and kind of stop, reset, put it on, get ready to hit. What I would do is do your practice swing, so same stance, get the second hand on, then bleed it. See how quick I was to move those two movements into the same idea. Used to do that loads of students, rush them into making swings after their practice, their demo, and it totally would throw their natural instinct to not do what they're meant to do away from it. Kind of strips their safety net away and makes them make that more challenging move. I think you got a lot of good movements in your swing, and I think you could hit a lot of good shots from your low position. I would like you to practice trying to get it a bit higher, see what that does to variation of strikes, and you're going to need to do this with different clubs. Like with any lesson, same with any custom fit, where it'll give you some more advantages, maybe be able to manipulate angle of attack a bit more. It might strip some, it might take some of your skills away, and that's the balance of coaching. It's always trying to give you more skills without stripping too many away, and if we do strip some away, hopefully they're ones that are not as important as what we've given you. It's always a balance. Post comments down below, let me know if this makes sense, let me know if this helps. Thanks for watching, remember hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button if you like the lunchtime fix. Not this one's in the lunchtime, anyone who's watching this not tomorrow will know what time it is because they'll watch it whatever time they want. Because it's YouTube, innit? You just click on it and watch it. Hit the bell icon as well, then every time I post you'll get a notification. Thanks for watching.